or anything?
No, you're good, man. We're live right now. Awesome time in there, man. How you doing? All right, guys. Welcome to the Hot Seat Roundtable edition. At the end of last year, we did talk a little bit about how we're going to try to change things up a little bit with the Hot Seat. For most of the month, we'll have our normal guests on in the one concentrated YouTube creator. But one time a month, I'm going to try to put together a roundtable such as this, and we're going to have creators that are focused on a particular niche of cooking in their cooking channels or whatever. So this is what we're doing. We're working on Blackstones today, and we're talking about Blackstones today. I want to be clear up front. This is not a sponsorship video. Blackstone is not involved with this anyway. This hat I actually won off of an Instagram giveaway for them. So this is not anything that has to do with Blackstone, the company itself sponsoring it. Okay, this is just a group of buddies getting together, chatting about the pros, cons, what you change, what you do differently, whatever. Okay, so as always, keep your questions coming. Dutch will write them down for you and then ask them as we go. Hobo, come, go to Left's house and you guys can help out. Let's see. You paid for it. All right. So I'm going to introduce Kent real quick. I'm sorry I read your chat. Kent, say hi to the people.
Good evening, everybody. Lep, Hussey, welcome. This should be a good time tonight. Grill Sergeant wants to know what you guys think of his Black and Stoned. He wants to know if he can still hang, even though it's not real Blackstone. What do you guys think?
I think I'm in. I'm in a griddle. It's not a chef, right? You know. So Matt, do you know what we're talking about here? Matt, Grill Sergeant by Next Grill, something from Lowe's or Home Depot. It's a griddle, and it's not a Calf Chef, it's not a Blackstone, but he put Black and Stoned on it, right? So, I think, Andrew, you hang out, man. You're good. Don't worry about it. All right, go back.
Come over to my house any day, bro. Come on.
Exactly. All right. Well, let me introduce the rest of these characters on the screen. We have Matthew from the Hungry Hussy, big Blackstone team. What up? We got LeprakonTV, another Black Stoner. So he's in the house. We will bring in people as we see. There might be people in the green room we'll bring in. There might be guests that we'll bring in and just chat. Mike, I'm going to send you the link. I meant to put you a part of this because I know you're a big Black Stoner. So we'll go from there. Matt, Left, you guys want to say hi to the people? Matt,
hey, what's up, people?
Go ahead, Left.
What's up, chat? Love you guys. Blackstoners in the house.
Just want to say thanks for everybody coming in, checking us out, supporting. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button on CJ's channel if you hadn't already.
All right. I think that, Kit, you forgot one thing. If you want to set up a shot for the night.
I don't know. New year. How about 2020? Sound good?
2020. I like it. Oh, he's got the tequila in there. Oh, don't hurt yourself, baby. Don't hurt yourself.
You know what comes after that, right?
Red Mexican. I love it. It's good to be one of those nights.
No shots for left.
No super shot for that. Hey, Uncle Steve Shake. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you in there. Redskins Chick 83 2020. Welcome. I see you in there. Let's go ahead and shout out the chat while I'm in here. Who Touched My Spigot is in there. New subscriber. Let's see here. Tom Horseman's in there. Kevin Lockett, Pit Life Barbecue. Johnny Maggs is in the house. Keith Bedtag is always keeping score. We got 37 in the shot. We got 37 in the chat. Hobo's obviously in there. Paul Campia. Fuck, I always spell that wrong. Sorry, Paul. Thanks for the care package this week too, man. I appreciate all them sticks. Very good, man. I appreciate it. Jacqueline and Dad's in the house. Grill Sergeant, Frag Daddy. Pickles Barbecue's in the house. Shane Never Touch the Skin Chef. Dan from SmokeyGoodness. Oso's Barbecue. Mike Big Cat 305. Tom's Tinkering in 1984. Delane's in there. How you doing? Sorry if I miss you. I'll catch you in the next round. See here. I'm sending this link to Mike real quick. One sec. Guests, I really appreciate you guys all being here. I know that no, it wasn't last minute, but I did kind of throw it together towards the beginning of the week, but not my normal kind of setup where I have time to prepare all this stuff. But I felt like this was a good opportunity to start off the new year with our new kind of format that we're only doing once a month, and it'll be good to go. So let's get started. And whenever it's not sponsored, it's not sponsored. All right. So Leprechaun, let's start with you, buddy. What drew you to getting a Blackstone? Tell me, kind of how you're going through it, your thought process of grabbing one.
Well, it started when I was 15 in high school, freshman year. I started OWA, occupational work adjustment.
Okay.
And I went to work at Snaps, which is actually Rallies now, and Checkers for a lot of folks. So I learned how to cook on a flat top from there. So I've always wanted one. I've always had one of those electric ones, the electric skillet.
Right.
Which is totally way different, but you get the same effect, kind of. But I started watching my boy over here, Hungry Hussy, and it snowballed from there. I just started picking up on more and more griddle recipes and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, Blackstone was the winner for me. It was cheap. It was convenient. It's at Walmart, and I'm a go big or go home kind of guy. So I went straight for the 36, man.
I love it, man. Love it. All right, Matt, same question for you, baby.
I mean, I love cooking for a long time, right? Even whenever I was 13 years old, cooked with my mom. Then I got a job at a fish camp, and I deep fried a lot. We had grilled food, we had broiled food, that kind of thing. And so that was kind of my love. So I've just I've loved cooking ever since. For the Blackstone, so I've probably had a Blackstone now for probably going on 5 years or more.
No.
So I also have Big Green Eggs, right? So I remember a guy on the Big Green Egg forum called the Egghead Forum. He posted about this flat top and all the stuff he was doing. And he just got it brand new, and he just caused a movement on that website. So everybody on this website had gone out and bought a Blackstone. That was before I even videoed anything. So, yeah, it was a little peer pressure maybe. So one guy got one, everybody got one.
Right on. All right, a couple more people I want to shout out in the chat real quick. Mike, I see you in the green room. We'll bring you up in a little bit, okay? We have Blackstone Betty's in the house. Welcome. Betty, I sent the link to that group, so if you want to jump in here, jump in. If not, all good. Don't worry about it. See Cynthia Falcon's in there. Kris from Eastwood Farms. Switchblade 13, welcome. I believe I've seen you in there before. Mike Montoya's in the house for 29 Palms. How you doing, buddy? Biggest Juan, he's a big fan of yours. See here, Dave's Ohio Barbecue and More, Northeast Beast LaFoe, who is actually watching in Facebook because we are live on Facebook also. See here, I see Comparison Cooking. What up? And then Kent, I'll let you introduce our royalty that just showed up.
Sir William of Purvis says
Well,
he thinks he might do a brisket on the Blackstone. Well, Bill,
don't worry, we're gonna cover briskets on the Blackstone.
There's one guy here who's already done it that I know of.
All right, on. Kris with a K. So we have 2 Chris's with a K. La Familia, what up? Professor's in the house. How you doing? Good to see you in there. Let's see here. So, Kent, I'm going to ask you the same question. I know you have a couple of Blackstones. What drew you to it? You have 3. Yes, I know.
I have 3, correct. I have 2 28s, and I have that tailgater. I was a short order cook for years. I'm used to cooking on a flat top. Watched other than Hussey down here cooking on it. I also watched another guy from the left coast cook on it quite a bit. A guy by the name of Robert Roy.
Yep, sir.
So, and I thought, you know what? I knew I'd use it camping. And that explains why I got 3, because I'm too lazy to move one from the RV to the house and barbecue trailer. So what the hell?
Yeah. Well, someone's making that big money in Iowa. So,
Corn.
You can afford 3.
Yeah, minimum wage, big money in Iowa, let me tell you.
I don't know what kind of corn he's shucking. I think it's in the liquid format.
All right, so let's see here. Dad Incredible's in there. Todd, how you doing? Son of a pizza man, Enzo. Kevin, I sent you the link to the stream if you want to jump in, buddy. Let's see here. Thomas from Michigan, how you doing? My buddy Lewis is on Facebook watching. What's up, buddy? Friend from high school. Appreciate you being there. So, hey, Miss Booger's in the house, too, one of our moderators. What's going on?
Hey, hold on.
I'm sorry.
Everybody needs to welcome our newest American citizen, Miss Booger.
Miss Booger took her citizen test. She's no longer a beady-eyed Canadian. She is now a full-fledged America. She's American. America. And if you guys missed it, our co-host with the most, Dutch, had his 21st birthday just recently.
Yeah, but the 29th anniversary of my 21st birthday.
29th anniversary. So happy birthday to you, brother. Good stuff. Glad you're good. We'll see you in April. We'll give you a big birthday spanking in there, so it'll be good.
You better have about a 2x12.
Shit. All right.
Can I come?
So, Husky, I know that you said you had that big green egg. How much time do you? All I see basically are a lot of Blackstone videos for you. Do you ever film using the green egg much? Or have you kind of got away from it because you're niched down on
it? It's very rare. I don't know when my last one. I guess those chicken thighs that I did with that cherry wine barbecue sauce. A lot of it has to do with time for me.
Right.
If you do barbecue, it takes a long time, as you know. And the big green egg, I can get it up and running pretty quickly. But I can go get the Blackstone on in a lot faster time, right? So
right.
So that's mainly my reasoning. I've been wanting. I have to plug my phone up. I have been wanting to do more big green egg stuff because my fans have been asking for it. It's just a lot of it's time. I got a promotion at work.
Right.
Got 2 kids here. I try to be the best father as I can. Obviously have a wife too. I got other stuff going on. So it just comes down to time, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I would really like to do both. I know big green egg stuff would not get the views that that I would typically get with the Blackstone, but that doesn't really bother me.
Right.
So it's all about catering to the people that like to watch me. That's what I'm interested in.
Right. One of your supporters said Hussey needs a pizza porta for his big green egg.
Those are pretty sweet, actually. I've seen them at a few places. I've never used one, but you ever seen them before? They look like a pack. Makes your egg look like a Pac-Man.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's got a door. It's pretty cool.
Right on. I think Kevin Lockett put the Blackstone is good for a big crowd, right? I mean,
absolutely.
You cook a lot on it and you get it going quickly. I'm with you as far as barbecue. Sometimes I'm going to look at the dang chat. All right, it's my show. I could look at the dang chat. Anywho,
simmer down over there. Simmer down, kid.
Simmer down, kid. Simmer down.
You just made me look at the chat now. What's going on over there?
Hey, I gotta go find a charger. Keep on talking. I can hear you.
Nice. All right. Hussey, I'm gonna bump you out right quick and bring Mike in, okay?
Yeah.
All right, good talk. All right, so we have another person in the green room who's made his bones on the Blackstone 28-inch. Is that it? 22, 28? What is it?
28.
28. Got Big Cat 305, Mike from Miami. We're talking about the benefits and what drew you into Blackstone. We've talked about this a lot in our little after chats, but Mike, you're a big barbecue guy.
I used to be.
You used to be, of course. But let's talk about what drew you to the Blackstone and what's kind of kept you going. And don't just say views.
No, I mean it was a Christmas present last year,
Right.
2018, really. So I've been on it for about a year now, and it's so versatile. When I first started cooking on it and making YouTube videos, after about the first month or two, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do next? It's like, what more can I do? But you just start getting creative with it, and I mean, come on, nobody's as creative as this guy right here.
Yeah.
Cooking.
We're gonna get to Leprechaun and his adventurous side with his Blackstone, but
yeah, but the point is that you can do a lot of different things on the Blackstone, and kind of like what Hussey said, it's quick, it's convenient. I mean, I just put out a video on cleaning it in less than 4 minutes. I mean, come on, that's like
right,
ridiculous, So that's pretty much it. That's what drew me to it.
All right, cool. Matt, when you get back, I'll bring you back in. Sure. I want, I've been kind of alluding to it, but Leprechaun, I want to talk about the things you're making. You're being very adventurous on it. The brisket, ribs, whatever. What drove you to doing those type of things? I mean, because we all can make. Go ahead, buddy.
I can answer that.
Okay.
It's that damn bottle of tequila right next to it.
Made him do it. But a lot of us can make some quesadillas and some smash burgers on our Blackstone or whatever. But you're trying to take it to the whole next level. So let's talk about the brisket, the challenges, how you overcame it. What do you think about as you're doing it?
So I was cooking on it for a while, and I was doing all the traditional burgers, breakfast, bacon, sausages, fried cabbage. So I didn't have no other grill. That was my only cooking source. My gas grill took a crap. So all I had was that, and I started hanging out with you guys, and everybody's doing barbecue. And I'm like, I bet you I could do one on there. It's a heat source.
Right.
I mean, the bottom line, it's a heat source. And I used it how it would get the same effect as a smoker or, some gas grills, whatever. charcoal. Obviously, I didn't get the taste, but the brisket, I did a tri-tip first. Me and Kent were chatting on that one. Actually, me and Kent's chat on all three of them: the tri-tip, the brisket, and the ribs. So, I would take his barbecue. I chatted with everybody in the group. You, Hobo, Kent, and you just got to get everything off the surface.
Right.
So you use cooling racks. Obviously you could have something fabricated if you want, but you keep it off the heat, direct heat, and dome it any which way you want, whether it's a throwaway foil pan or Blackstone has the new basting lid. Now that would be a good one, and I used my Kingsford water smoker, cheap $20 smoker. I used the lid, and it worked for the brisket. The ribs, I had to have something longer and rectangle, obviously. I had to cut that brisket down, though.
Yeah. Kent, Betty had a question. Did you want to read it about the ribs?
Go ahead. Let's see. Hold on. Did the meat honestly fall off the bone, Lep?
Yes, I have extra video if you want to see it.
See, one thing Lep didn't mention on that brisket that I remember seeing is you can get them little cast iron smoke boxes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he had that under there with the brisket on the rack. I mean, it was cool. It was fun to watch.
I used wood chips. Which now, if I did it, now I know a little trick. I would actually use sawdust.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about pellets?
You grind them up.
Okay.
What
All
do
right.
I do, Lep?
Kent, I'm gonna. Yeah, I just got one of those. Smoker too.
Yeah.
All right, Kent, I'm gonna bump you out and bring Hussey back in. Guys,
right.
if you have questions for Kent, start asking them so you can write them down and we'll bring him back in. All right, Hussey, you're back. So, you're here. You're in the house.
There I am.
So we talked about Lep did a brisket, Lep did the tri-tip, ribs. Matt, what is the weirdest thing or most interesting or most difficult thing you've cooked on your Blackstone?
Shoot. Let's see. Well, I did that reverse sear steak that I did.
I watch your videos.
Yeah, appreciate it. It wasn't that difficult, really. It was something, again, I didn't feel like messing with an egg. I didn't feel like going out there, shaking the lump, getting the crap, scraping it, lighting it.
Right.
If I would have taken my time a little bit better, I could have regulated that temperature, under the dome a little bit or under the lid a little bit better, and probably would have got a lot better result. But I was pretty impressed with it. There's a lot of people who talk trash about it, but whatever.
Right. All right, cool.
Oh, I know. I know.
It's funny how many people, what I call keyboard commandos out there.
Like, oh, you need to go buy you a grill, and I'm like, look, man, I got 2 other grills. I got more than that actually, right over here, and I just didn't want to do it. So, I have the means.
Right, and I'm with you on. I love the barbecue more too, but it does take a lot of time.
Yeah.
The Blackstone, you fire through it, easy cleanup. You got a meal quickly. You can't be a stir fry, whatever.
5 hours. 5 hours for that brisket.
Yeah, that's
5 hours for 5 hours for the ribs. The tri-tip was around 2.5, but that's because it was smaller.
Right.
and I did two tri-tips at the same time.
Right on. Hey, Tom Horseman dropped the $9.99 super chat in there. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, brother. See here. A couple more people jumping in the chat. Dan's Outdoor Cooking's in there. Food for Men, Dead Broke Barbecue, West Coast Cajun Cuisine, and Rick's Barbecue and Specialties. Jay's Brappy Barbecue. What's happening, guys? Appreciate y'all here. If you guys are in the chat just lurking, get in there and say hi. All right.
Go in here. Get in. Let's get some
Get
love.
in the mix.
I know. Somebody get me drunk. I need a shot.
Hey, you know what? Tom put a $9.99 in. That's good enough. We're taking a shot.
And it's not water, by the way.
That's not water, right? You got a diet cherry wine. Kent, Jared, let's bring Kent in for it. He's got his rumple mix.
Nope, I don't want to be in. Get out of my life.
All right.
You guys are great.
There we go. Oso's Barbecue dropping in the real super chat. It's a new beginning.
I have to get used to
Happy
this.
New Year.
Thank you.
It burns, but the burn is good. Cheers to you.
This is gonna suck.
Good stuff. All right. See, Jay's Brapping Barbecue 84 says,
I'm just kidding.
says you know me
My
and Rep are
wife
related.
was coming in. I said, the camera's on you. She's like, oh, crap. You can call.
Cheers. All right. Yeah, dude, get the missus in there. What's going on?
She's just trying to get a piece of pie. That's all she's trying to do.
Is that a euphemism for something, or is there actually fire right there?
No.
All
Is that
right.
what she calls you, cutie pie?
Cutie pie. Hey, Desiree, I put the link for you if you want to join in. You can take shots with us on TV here. I've been trying to get you in the hot seat for a year now. Let's go. Smoky Joe's Pit Barbecue. How you doing, Joe? Good to see you, one of our moderators. All right, so we're gonna keep 5 in there right now. I think it's
all right.
right. Just be a huge shit show. It'll be good to go. It's all good. Let's see here. So, well, okay. Look, I'll finish asking the questions. Mike, what was the most challenging thing you've cooked on that Blackstone?
I would say, well, the pizza was not easy, that's for sure. But really, the toughest thing for me was that 3-pound lobster that I cooked. Just because the cover that I had for it was too small. It was just it wouldn't cover.
Right.
So I got I got some tinfoil. I kind of wrapped it around, and it worked out. But it was a pain in the butt.
Yeah, that's actually the first thing that popped in my mind when I asked you that question.
Yeah.
So I remember you doing the lobsters and the whatever. All right, so Kent, I'll ask you. Most challenging thing you've done on a Blackstone?
I got to go with Mike on that. It was that pizza that I did on the Blackstone. Trying to get, mine doesn't have a cover or anything on it. So to get the cheese nice golden brown and melty, and that's where you bring out the gas and use a torch, baby.
I like it. That's
not the biggest torch. Not the biggest torch is Shane used on his. He used like a weed burner.
I was about to just shout that out. Shane had the ultimate one. Oh, man. That thing was awesome.
Right on. All right, a couple more people jump in the chat. We got Lisa's in there, Mary's in there, and LT, Lewis, the new member of the Ninja Foodie family. Lewis, our Shack Barbecue. His wife bought a Ninja Foodie for Christmas, I believe, or someone got it for him.
Did they use the link?
He's got the Ninja Foodie. I love it. It's not the grill either. It's just straight up pressure cooker air crisp thing. So, welcome to the club, LT. Appreciate you, brother. All right, Ken. I'm sure you got a couple questions from the chat. Why don't you throw them out there?
All right. First one. Well, actually, yeah, from Pickles. He goes, what's your biggest gripe about the Blackstone? His is the leg height and the fact that you can't really level them. what's your guys' input on that? Let's start with Hussey.
That's one. However, I just use some washers to space my top, to get level. Now, if you have it out, in the field somewhere, that's tough. But that's the good thing about the 22, where it's got the leveling legs. If you're out in the field, mine is probably just grease in general. It gets monotonous, and then all the splatter. It's a messy thing. It really is.
I agree.
But I think about the other way. It's like, well, I'm keeping it out of my house, so that's the other probably positive point out of it, right?
Right.
All right. As far as for the leg height, I know Dan just got a Blackstone recently, and he got the Holiday 28, the same one I have in the garage, and Dan's 6'6". So he's a tall dude too. And he actually texted me earlier today, and I told him about these. This is what I use underneath my Blackstone.
Yeah.
And all this is a set of 4 bed risers from Walmart for like $12, and that's 7 inches tall. It brings it up to almost 40 inches.
It's good. It's good for how tall a lot of these guys are.
Yeah. Well, the 28s are a little lower than the 36. Just cooking height. So that's always been somewhat of a drawback on the 28s. But still, Kent's probably a good 3 inches or more taller than I am. So,
the thing is, I got 2 28s and they're different height.
Oh, really? Yeah.
The only thing the same about my 2 28s is that they're 28s.
The surface. The surface.
Yeah.
Right?
One is rear grease drain. The other one's the front. One collapses, has wheels. The other one doesn't. One has push button ignition. The other one's mechanical. And they're about 3 inches different in height. So, it is what it is. But I tell you what, I put 7 inches under the one in here. And, yeah, it's comfortable for me at 6'5". So, I can't complain about that. So, what do you think, Mike?
I know I said earlier I had a 28. I actually have a 22. I had a brain fart. So my 22 does have the adjustable legs, which are a pain, to be honest with you. They're not very good either, even though they're adjustable, which is great. But I learned to bring it out of level, and even with that, it's like they still bend in and out. Like, so you have to kind of bend them all outwards as you are adjusting them. Just not the best design. But at least I can get it high enough to where I can cook on it comfortably.
What?
He needs his lower. Leprechauns are short,
Tom, I see you in the green room. I'll let you know when we'll bring you in a sec, okay? I see you. Leprechaun, go ahead, buddy. What's up?
I'd like everything about it. Each model is going to have a flaw. They're not perfect. My thing is, I'm going to take everybody's answer, and I'm going to take the legs off. I'm going to take the side shelves off, and I'm going to build my own custom kitchen.
I like that.
You could plant that thing right wherever you want. You can make it level, and now, obviously, people take it out in the elements and camp and you do stuff. You gotta adjust and adapt.
Right.
Everything. You gotta adjust and adapt. Like I have 36 front grease, so I had to adjust and adapt to that back drip. So a lot of people fabricated and just cut that thing right off. Clear off and welded a whole new piece on the end. So they created the rear grease. There's issues with that one too, so I don't know if it's the way they tilted the grill back to make sure it goes towards that goalie, I don't know, but I've had a lot of buildup in the back of mine, and
So I have a question.
I have the range top combo, which is on 4 casters.
Right.
Why isn't that? Why wouldn't that be level in the whole cabinet? Why wouldn't that be level? So when I put that the top on there, actually it's a 28, and it's a little, I don't know. There's all kinds of flaws to any grill.
Yeah.
Oh man,
You
need
got
someone to do a
Tom.
mod.
Well,
You
here,
You got
let-
Tom
mod
over
to your
here.
Blackstone.
I was
You
gonna
got
say,
Tom
let
will
me
show you a
interrupt.
mod or two.
Jeepers
Let me
creepers,
interrupt
you
and introduce our
got it.
next
Have you watched the
guest.
channel?
What's up, Tom?
Tom Horsman is the king of mods on anything and everything he has. So let's talk about it, Tom. What's your mod for your Blackstone?
I'm actually on my tailgater this weekend. I'm going to be putting wheels on it, and it's going to bring it up about 6 more inches, and it's going to make it great. I just did another mod on it this weekend where I put I built my own aluminum shield cover for the griddle, and before that I did the windscreens for it. Easy to do. I could do it. You can do it. And bringing them up is a great idea. Like Kent said, some of them are a little low, but the mods are simple to do. Kent, I love yours. We're just using those extensions for the couch. That's a great idea. But I want
Yeah,
to make it a little bit more permanent by doing some wheels on mine, lawnmower wheels. I'm going to put on the back of mine, which will give it a good 4 to 6 inches more height, and at the same time make it portable and make it easier. Like if you're taking it camping, to take it through the sand or the dirt or on the grass, it'll go around a lot easier. I'm going to make it super simple to do. Remember, if I can do it, so can you.
I dig it. And I'm sorry, Kent, I was in your chat again, but Eastwood Farm said there's nothing wrong with the extra 7 inches. And
I just saw that too.
I didn't have a problem saying that. So
I'm over here laughing about that. I wasn't going to say it, so I'm glad you did.
I had to. All right. Before we go to our next question, we got a couple more people. We have a lot of people in the chat, but make sure you guys are sharing this on your social media. Just hit that little arrow down below. Get it out on your Facebook. We got a lot of great people in here that have a lot of great information to share. So make sure you share it. All right. We got Joey B's in the house. Dogfather Alton's in the house. Let's see. KLX2Fly. What up, dude? Or Jake. Sorry. Soul Food Cooking. Josh and Babe is in the house. And Scotty Too Hottie from In for the Grill. What's up, Scotty? Welcome, everybody. Again, if you have questions, give them to Kent at Daddy Dutch Barbecue in the chat, and we'll keep talking. All right, Kent, what's your next little throw it out there?
All right, Bottle Cap Barbecue wants to know, because he is new. He drank the Kool-Aid too, boys. He's new into the Blackstone. What's the hardest lesson to learn using the griddle?
Grease splashes back at you.
Don't cook bacon
Say
nude.
goodbye to your knuckles and fingers.
Don't cook bacon in the nude. Got it. Hussey, what do you think, dude? What's the biggest challenge you got to deal with?
I think knowing your griddle is probably the most essential thing. You're not going to have equal heat all around. You just will not. And knowing how to use those to your advantage. A lot of people want to, be negative about, oh, it's not hot over here. Use it as your advantage for if this is done, stick it over here in this cold spot,
Right.
and then work the other items. So that's probably the main thing. It's just like a grill where you got to kind of know your settings, for like big green eggs, right? I gotta, you got to kind of know about where your dial is up on top, your daisy wheel, and then your bottom vent, So after you kind of know it, that's probably half the battle. It's temperature management is I see a lot of folks like on the Facebook groups, their eggs are black. That's because, I mean, you know, stuff is just black, and that's just they smoked the oil, you know, they just smoked it, and you know, it just gets time. To get used to it, it's tough.
Now, do you find that you have to have the heat temperature gun, the laser gun?
No, I added that because people kept saying, "What's your settings, Hussy? Hey, Hussy, what's your settings? What's your settings?" And I don't use it at all, right? I do that because your knobs isn't accurate. My 36-inch knobs are different than your 36-inch knobs.
Right. All right.
Knobs are different than Kent's knobs. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hey, keep the knobs down. Hide your knobs. I put Desiree's comment on there. I use mine barefoot and pull side without any issues on the beach too. Clothes are not necessarily for Blackstone. Well, God bless you, sister. We look forward to that video. So
I started using the infrared gun, CJ, simply to bring awareness to about the temperatures that I'm using at that point.
Right.
Because the knobs just aren't accurate. That's the only accurate item that I can communicate to the people, right?
No, it makes sense. 100%. 100%.
The rest, I could do it by feel. Did it for that way for a long time, and then I just continuously, hey, what's your settings? What's your settings? Or what's your temperature? And because there are folks out there that, you know, they're not that well versed. They don't have that sixth sense of heat management, right?
Right.
So I mean, and people are different. So I just try to cater to all those folks.
Well, it seems that a lot of the people that are drawn to the Blackstone, and I know Kirby is the same way, is when I talked to him when he got his, is that they were in, like Jay said, that they were used to cooking with I feel like I'm missing something, but I see them laughing. But they were in you know, used to cooking on the flat top at, you know, the local restaurant or whatever. So that's why they're, you know, want to use that. So we'll come back to that. Kent, what did I miss in the chat?
Just don't look at the chat.
Just don't look at
Just don't.
Is it about me?
Oh, we got questions. If Blackstoners is a racist comment now, and it says
I saw that one go by. Blackstoners is not a racist comment.
Jesus Christ, come on now.
Here's something really simple if you got a Blackstone. It's just wind management, understanding where the wind is. Like last week, I was down in Florida, and we had a lot of wind, and using the wind to your advantage or hiding it. You know, I pulled it closer to the house to get out of the wind.
Right.
Those are just real simple things you can do, and you know, because anybody who's cooked in heavy wind with a Blackstone will know that how that affects the grill top on there.
That's another good point, Tom. This, you know, and it goes back to the settings. My setting in North Carolina is different under my covered porch, and I'm in the woods, right?
Right.
As opposed to you out in wherever you're at, out in the open, you got more wind. It's the only accurate thing is the gun. So yeah, good point, Tom.
Yeah. I got a couple questions real quick from Paul Sidoric. He's in Facebook and on the deal here. Hardest lesson is to cook with less heat. And I don't know if that's a question or more of a statement, but do you find that being an issue? Anybody who wants to join in?
An issue? Say that again, CJ.
Is it an issue for you? The statement, I assume, is the hardest lesson is to cook with less heat.
Yeah.
Do you find that?
I don't. A lot of people want to hit it like the blaze of fury, you know, and I get some negative comments sometimes. Saying, well, you put that on there, you know, you're taking too long or whatever. But
holy shit!
Oh, hello!
All right, guys, get your shots up for Uncle Steve Shake. Drop the $100 bill in there, Uncle Steve.
Hey.
All right, man, I appreciate you, brother.
CJ, pre-show. What did I tell you about that guy pre-show? Damn it!
Yeah, I love that guy, man. We booked him. He's on the show eventually. So, cheers to you, Steve. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, Steve.
Oh, good stuff.
So you have to take 5 for
No.
You do.
Yeah, you got to down a chair of wine, dude.
I have to go to the
Shotgun
garage.
that bad boy, Hussy. Shotgun that.
Yeah. Oh, Stone Martin Barbecue's in there. What's up, Jason? My old lookalike. Let's see here.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah, you know what, dude? Like over a year ago or 2 years ago, when I first got started, someone said you look like Jason from Stone Mountain Barbecue. So I actually went to his channel and I'm like, yeah, big guy with a beard. Yeah, I can see it. All right. Do you got any more questions there, Dutch?
Oh yeah, I got a ton of them.
No, bring them, dude.
Come on,
All right.
what are you doing, Daddy Dutch? Come on, man.
Come on, man.
If CJ quit interrupting me, Hussy, we'd get through this a lot quicker. Just saying. All right, Hussy, this one's for you. A certain 6'5" old guy wants to know if you've had any good California burritos lately.
I've never had a California burrito in my life. I've only had a kick butt Carolina burrito.
Kakalaka.
North Carolina.
A North Cackalack.
I got to say, Steve. Well, Jason said he's much sexier. All right, that's agree to disagree. And Uncle Steve said the most I've spent without seeing boobs since I became single again. So, if you want to do your plier trick, knock yourself out.
No, we're not breaking out the vice grip. So that was limited. And that is like Messy Mike in the after show.
Yeah,
it's not on tape.
It's not on tape, exactly. Let's see here. What else? I thank you all. I don't care what y'all say. Cooking with CJ is my hero. Cheers, brother. Can't wait to see you in February. Guys, if you ain't heard, Mr. CJ bought me a trip to Austin in February. So look for a big Texas hangout. We're going to do some lives. We're going to do some cooking. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait.
There's only one problem, CJ.
What's that, baby?
Mrs. CJ told me it's a one-way ticket.
I don't know. There's worse places to end up than in Austin. So it is what it is. All right, get back to the questions, man. Come on.
It's about like California. It should be all right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Where am I at? There we go.
Come on.
Biggest mistakes people make on the Blackstone. That's from Charlie at Pickles.
Besides overcooking eggs?
Yeah. Overcooking eggs, I would agree would be one. What's the most common mistakes you guys think of?
Mike, you jump in on this one real quick.
It's funny you say overcooking eggs. I just did a video on steak and eggs, and for the first time, I've had it for a year now. I've cooked eggs a gazillion times, and for the first time, I did not use any oil or butter, and I cracked my eggs down. And I didn't realize it until the next day when I started editing it. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, holy bleep, I didn't put any kind of lubricant down at all. They actually came out pretty good. I ended up steaming them up and covering them. And but yeah, that's probably the biggest mistake.
Now I'm just waiting for hashtag lubricant in the chat.
Yeah, I'm watching for it too.
Should have got the lubricant.
Hey, Daryl's in the chat. Bad Beast Barbecue. Congrats on hitting 25,000 subscribers.
Awesome,
cheers,
Daryl.
buddy. Here, get my drink. Cheers. Good stuff, buddy. I hope you're there one day. Good stuff. All right, Tom, what do you think people mess up the most?
I always put my onions on way too early, and I overcook the onions. So one thing I've had to do is always get my onions and put them on a little later during the cook. But other than that, the great thing about flat tops, whether it's Blackstone or whatever kind of flat top you got, they really are easy to cook on, and it's you kind of got to go out of your way to screw it up because they really are simple. And talk about cleanup. What of all the cookers that we own or I own, it's the easiest one to cook the clean up. It's super simple.
I agree with that too. Hussey, what do you think, buddy?
My biggest mistake is cooking some very acidic food and forgetting to clean the Blackstone.
Yeah, that's a bad one. It
Uh,
only takes a day.
So tell me, so for the people that are not, aware, why is it a mistake to leave acid on your Blackstone?
Well, it pretty much peeled every bit of seasoning I had on there. It was very, very acidic. Not a very good environment for seasoned metal, right?
Right.
So yeah, I was cooking. Did some. I think it was like Chinese or something like that. It had some. It has some acidic stuff on there, salty, acidic, that kind of thing. And I just put my cover on it and hightailed it in the house. And I didn't cook on it for a while. And this was right whenever my son was being born and all this kind of stuff. I can't remember when the last time I went back out there. And I opened it up, and that thing looked like Fido's butt. Let me tell you, it hurt. And so yeah, I didn't have to strip it and re-season it and that kind of thing.
Is that what prompted you to do those videos?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know you watch a lot of YouTuber. I assume you watch YouTubing too, but what mistakes do you guys see people make when they're cooking on their Blackstone? Not necessarily your own mistakes, but what do you see that people rush through or don't do right? Whatever. Mike, go ahead.
So I just saw a comment from Rick's Barbecue and Specialties about any issues with the gas regulator on the Blackstone. And I learned the hard way, pen flip. So you have to open up the gas really slow, basically, so that the regulator goes in the right direction, or I don't know how it works in the inside, but if you just crank it open too fast, it shuts down. Well, I can't say how many times I crank it open and then I go to light it, it doesn't light, or it lights and it gets real dim. And after doing some research, if you just go real slow, open the regulator, open up the gas, it works fine. So that's a tip that I wish somebody would have told me.
Right. So Blackstone Betty just put in there, overthink everything. Do you find that people overthink it instead of just fucking cooking?
Yeah,
for sure.
All right.
The problem I see a lot of times is people don't have the Blackstone hot enough, especially if they're like searing. If I see they'll have like 10 steaks on there, and I see some juices coming from it, and I'm like, I don't think you have hot enough,
straight from cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna end up with a gray steak, and instead of a nice sear.
Yeah.
And Matt, you had mentioned when you bring out your infrared gun, I think where that comes in the handiest. And then also when you flip your steaks, if you can put it to a new section instead of flipping it directly over, because that's a sink right there.
Yeah, that's a really good point too, because that spot right there is kind of colder than the rest of the Blackstone, just from that steak absorbing that heat, right? So it doesn't hurt to put down some new oil. And
Hobo did a whole video on that.
What did you say, Tom?
Yeah. What did Hobo call that? Because Hobo did
the Maillard effect.
Well, and you bring up Hobo. I did a Blackstone smash burger video when I got my first Blackstone, and I probably jumped the gun on it, but I was excited to get it and make a video off of it. But I did a smash burger that wasn't quite a smash burger. Like, I treated it like how I treat like a gas grill, and I started just kind of flipping it and doing the thing and kind of half-ass smashed it or whatever. And then I'm like, he called me on it, and I'm fine with that. And I was like, you're right. I did not do this correctly. I started watching around. I'm like, now I know how to do a proper smash burger, right? I think that's a proper statement is people don't let it get hot enough. You know what I'm saying?
CJ,
what up?
A smash burger is however you want it.
All right.
According to all the people on Facebook, I've never done a smash burger.
I've never really done one either.
Way too thick and not too thin. Man, it's how you want it. If you think it's a smash burger, it's a smash burger.
All right. Well, God bless you, man.
I use my smash tool, but I don't. It's not really a smash burger. I don't really.
There you go.
Yeah. Right on. All right. Kit, you got a couple more or what?
Yeah, the hits just keep coming. Let me tell you.
All right.
All right. Another one from Bobcat. He wants to know, do you guys think, is there a true difference between a Blackstone and other brands of flat top griddles? Or is it pretty much just different names?
Heat and steel. That's all it is. And then the name. It's
right.
It doesn't matter.
That's it right there. That's Andrew talking, Grill Sergeant, he bought the Lowe's brand or whatever. It's still, your steel, your cast iron, whatever it is, a little heat underneath it, and you're still doing the flat top cooking. Yeah. So is there really a huge difference?
The golf club doesn't make the golfer. It's the same thing. The cooker doesn't make the cook. Desiree put in there, yes, all others suck, buy a Blackstone. y'all heard Blackstone Betty. You buy a Blackstone, damn it, and use her link for 10% off, or Hussey's link for 10% off. Hungry Hussey.
One of the moderators, can you find their Blackstone links and put it in the chat for me if you can? I know Matt's will be in your videos, right? In your description.
Yeah.
All right, find it. Let's get it there. Let's get some Blackstone purchases tonight. All right. One question I want to ask. She doesn't have the coupon code anymore. All right, never mind. Put the coupon code in there. There you go. Beer Champ Barbecue's in the house. What's up, Robin? How you doing? And I saw Mega Fred Zeppelin is in the house. Oh, you got a little smoking buddy. What's up? Mega Fred is in the house. Let's go ahead. I know a lot, you guys have been on the hot seat, but quickly, favorite music. Lep, go ahead. This is for Mega Fred Zeppelin.
Jamaican.
Mike, what's your favorite music?
Justin Timberlake, man. Come on.
Timberlake. You're my favorite guest thus far.
Hey, Mike, great having you on. Sorry you got to go.
Show's over. Maddie, what's your favorite music, buddy?
I like old school hip hop.
90s hip hop. I love it.
Yes.
Dutch, favorite music?
Old rock. AC/DC. There you go.
All right. Tom Horseman, favorite music?
Same as Kent. AC/DC all the way, man.
All right, Mega Fred. That is your quick, shortened version of your question. Mega Fred, love you, buddy. All right, so Kent, go ahead and get back to your question, bro.
Rick, comment in the chat. Rick, that's my favorite LBM, by the way. You're my favorite LBM on YouTube, just so you know. All right, Smoking Joe's Pit Barbecue. One thing you could change in the design of a Blackstone, what would it be?
Tom? Straight to Tom. That's Tom's.
Everything. You guys watch my channel. You see what I do. I'd love to have wheels on everything. The wind guards, I honestly think the wind guards is something they should just make. They sell it as a separate item. I don't know why they just don't make it part of the grill, because it is a big deal, especially if you're in the wind. Other than that, it's a quality product. I got no problems with Blackstone.
All right, Maddie, what would you change?
I think it'd be cool to have a stainless steel top option.
Don't they?
I thought they did.
Stainless steel top.
Yeah, I think they
cooking
do.
top.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
so you don't have to worry about seasoning. It's just,
they do.
He's talking about industrial.
Okay.
throw some pickle juice down, and it's clean.
Yeah.
There is no
Yeah.
seasoning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, just
All right,
like
Les, what would you
Waffle
think,
House
buddy?
or Waffle House or your teppanyaki places. Those are stainless tops.
Right on. Okay, that makes sense now.
I'd
Don't
say
worry.
get back. I'd say get back to being the most valuable. I've noticed in the past 6 months, everything's went up price wise. New griddle tools, new accessories, new griddles coming out, and the prices are gouging people. That was one good thing about Blackstone. You
Right.
get a cheap cold roll steel,
Affordable, Lep. Affordable.
affordable. My bad. Yeah.
I paid $99 for my first 28-inch.
Right.
Now,
What a
I
deal.
would be taking that in a
You
different
can walk away.
direction with the stainless top. That would drive the price up, but it would
Yeah.
keep the maintenance down.
Right.
Just
Right.
saying.
Oh, for sure.
I see what you're saying though, Lep. I mean, they have come out with these new brand or new tools with the fancy handles and all that jazz. And I can see what you're saying there. It's no longer inexpensive at Walmart like it used to be. My Blackstone was bought at Target on an end cap that was on sale. I had the 17-inch. I think Mrs. CJ got it for less than $70. So it's hard. It's hard to find it cheap, but it happens when things get bigger and grow, and they could drive up the price a bit. Mike, what do you think? What would you like to change on that Blackstone?
We've already talked about it, but the leveling, try to level the top better. I mean, for whatever model. I mean, it seems like an issue for everybody.
Mike, I'm working on something for that.
I think they should have a built-in level on the actual Blackstone. That'd be pretty
Air
cool.
ride? Like hydraulics or air ride?
No. Just a bubble. You know what I mean? Just a bubble in front, a bubble on the side. It wouldn't cost that much. And then as you're leveling it, you can just check out the bubbles.
Lep's trying to get 16 switches up on that thing.
Hey,
It's like a low rider in California.
I got a three-wheel motion on mine. It does brisket.
That's funny, man. All right,
Hey,
you answer the same question, dude. Like, what would you like to change?
I agree with the leveling aspect of it, and I'm actually working on something with that. I'm probably going to talk to the guy right below you, Mr. Horseman, about it, because I think he'll like the idea also. It won't have wheels on it, but with the turn of a 9/16 wrench, you're going to be able to level a Blackstone to get the grease to run where you want.
Right on. Who said pimp my Blackstone? That's what Tom Horse does with all his deals. My Blackstone.
Come on, Tom, let's get it.
All right, Chris. Have a good night, man. Appreciate you being here. Hey, Bushy Beto's in the house. Another SoCal boy. What's up, Jason? How you doing, buddy?
They're like, look at my aquarium I put in my Blackstone.
Nice.
Exactly. I feed myself and my fish.
I gotta feed my fish.
All right, Kent. What's the next question, babe?
All right. Next one came from Shane. He has the front grease drain. So for any of you that have the front, like I do on one of them, how do you keep the grease from running down the leg?
Paper towel.
Go ahead, Lep.
It's a hobo trick.
Yeah.
It's a wooden skewer.
I agree.
Through the hole to the grease trap. Done.
My first 28 didn't have a hole in there.
Oh.
Wow.
No, it's real easy. That cold rolled steel, it drills real easy with a 1/4 inch
Yeah, I
bit.
was gonna say, yeah, right.
And you just throw a
But a lot of
skewer.
people, you can't say drill to because they get scared. You know what I mean? They need to watch Tom. You know, it's okay to use a saw or plasma cutter or
Or a small bench break.
yeah.
Tom's got all the cool shit, I'm telling you.
I just bought that little slide off
Or
Amazon.
like Kris says, a 9mm.
9 mil. There you go. All right, couple more. Jason from Stone Mountain BBQ. What is the best pitch you can give someone who's not 100% sure on getting a Blackstone or flat top griddle?
If you want to put food on the table as quickly as possible in a boatload of it, that is the best purchase you'll ever make in your life.
Yep, I agree.
Who's going to the local diner to get a quick meal?
Yeah, there you go.
It's just so simple. It's from kitchen to back porch. You can have food in an instant. Breakfast, whatever. You just do it all, and your kitchen doesn't stink.
Yep.
Keep the grease outside. Keep the smell outside.
Best burgers.
Yep.
I mean, regardless
agree with
whether you're smashing them or just putting them on. Best
I like
burgers,
steaks.
and they're fast.
I like steaks on mine. I just feel like a steak with a nice butter finish at the end, a little bath.
Pork chops.
I think they're fabulous.
Yeah.
All right. Kent, you want to ask the next question?
All right, last one here. Ricer from last one for now. Last question for now.
That's all they got. Come on.
We got plenty more, Hussy. Don't worry, baby.
All right. Okay.
We'll get more. We always do. That's why I don't get paid the big bucks, is to write all this down. Ricer, Dead Broke Barbecue. Any of you guys ever thought about getting the Evo flat top griddle?
The round one?
The one that Sam the cooking guy uses.
Yes, exactly.
They look cool, but it doesn't trip my fancy where it's like, ooh, I got to go get one of those.
I don't see the functionality of it. You'd be chasing.
I think
the grease check.
I think the BTUs, are quite a little bit higher. I think that's probably the one thing that interests me a little bit, but it doesn't interest me where I want to go buy one.
They seem pretty expensive too.
Yeah, I think they are.
Cuisinart came out with a knockoff of it too. I saw it in Walmart.
Yeah, the Jared from Barbecue and Bottles cooks with that Cuisinart one. I think he's solely Cuisinart. He has their pellet grill and their gasser too, and I saw it had the same kind of round configuration and all that. So, all right.
Ken Rogers has that one too from Ken Rogers, Mostly Outdoors.
Yeah.
Yep. Back on you.
All right. Cool. Guys, we're over an hour. Does anybody feel like they need the bail, or can we keep going?
I'm here, brother.
I'm off
a
tomorrow.
little bit. I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
Here for me. All right. I appreciate you, Husky.
And you.
All right. So I know we were talking about how
Blackstoners.
I know we had talked about all these griddles are steel and fire, basically. But I, like Meathead or Meat Cranium, he has the Camp Chef. So he's a big Camp Chef guy. I know there's a couple more in the chat, probably big Camp Chef guys. What do you think are the difference? Would you ever go that way to get a Camp Chef, or is it solely Blackstone? Like, what do you think about that? Leprechaun, go for it.
Seriously, you already know.
Yeah, you're a Blackstoner, full out.
No,
Don't
I'm
say
a
it loud.
full guy whatever that flat top may be, whether it's commercial or local Walmart. Okay.
Right.
So when you bring me cranium into the equation with me,
Right.
it's a little different answer.
Little dicey.
It's a little bit different answer.
Take that out of the equation and just say, let's just go Blackstone versus Camp Chef.
I've never used one. I couldn't even tell you what the difference would be because I've never used one.
Well, I think okay, so let's go to Tom. Tom has probably both. I'm assuming Tom has everything known to man. So Tom, talk about your Camp Chef. What do you think?
All right, I've got both, and I think like I was saying before, they both do a great job. Are there some differences? I think when it comes to portability, Blackstone all the way. It's obviously a more portable grill. If you're looking at something you want to put in the garage and just use all the time, guys, the Camp Chef, without a doubt. Wind guards are built in. It comes with a grill accessory underneath it. Pre-season top. All the burners are individual lighters that can be lit. There's no battery involved. It's just, in my opinion, and the price wise, it's you compare it to the same size Blackstone, and they're about the same size, same price. So they both do a great job. You can sear a steak on both of them.
Right.
And it's going to be the same. You're not going to be able to tell the difference. So it's going to be personal preference. Like I said, they both do a great job. That's my opinion.
Well, I noticed that with that Camp Chef, you can take off the lid or the griddle surface, and it has the gas grill underneath it.
Yep.
But to a lot of people, especially the people in the chat, they're not big gasser fans. Everybody's more like propane or not propane, like natural, lump charcoal, whatever, or even pellets. For those who like that. So. I think it's a good idea, but I don't know that it's all that important.
Yeah, well, it's personal preference.
Right.
It really, truly is. Like I said, if you're looking for portability, Blackstone all the way. If you're looking something to be on the patio or on the deck, you're never going to take it anywhere or in the garage, and you don't want to go through, the whole seasoning process, and you want something that's got a built-in wind guard, Camp Chef may be for you.
Bro. Okay, Matt, what do you think?
What's that?
Camp Chef versus Blackstone. Do you have an idea, a preference? I mean, obviously you're a Blackstoner, but like,
I don't. For me, it was that was whenever I spoke earlier about on the Egghead forum, that's what somebody got the Blackstone. I didn't know anything about them, and so that's just what I got. And I enjoy it.
Right.
If I would have gotten a Camp Chef, I'm sure I would have enjoyed that too. But I do like all the other innovations that Blackstone does. Personally, I love my surround that goes around the perimeter of my Blackstone, which Camp Chef doesn't have. I use that space all the time. I know if any of you guys watch my videos, it's just functional space that you didn't have before. Those side shelves, just they're not functional at all, hardly. The surround, even though it does get a little hot in some areas, but you learn to stay away from certain points.
Right.
That alone is that's my baby. I love that surround. So.
Right. All right, cool. Well, Ken, I know you have a Camp Chef appliance, but it's not the flat top, right?
No, I have the Camp Chef Explorer, which is a 2-ring burner. You'd put your stock pots on it, cast iron on it, stuff like that. I've never cooked on a Camp Chef flat top griddle, so I can't really speak to that. But that little 2-ring burner I got, man, that thing comes in handy. Let me tell you.
Yeah, for sure. All right, cool. Let's see here. I don't really have a lot more questions. We kind of been going, back and forth on there. I think the questions that we have in there, Blackstone Betty put a bunch of emojis in Blackstone's #1. So we know how she feels about that. I've tried to send the link to get Desiree on here because I want to chat with her. She keeps throwing in the comments. Feel free to jump in, Desiree. I don't be shy. I know all these guys would love to chat with you. But let's talk about what's on the horizon for you guys with your channels and what are you looking to film for your Blackstone cooks. So, Hussey, what do you think? What do you have any new and adventurous ideas?
I fly by the seat of my pants. It's crazy. Right. Right now, I've been under the weather, and I haven't posted a video in 2 weeks now. I have a list. I have a running list of things that I want to that I've jotted down to try to get to folks. Some people have recommendations. I try to intertwine some simplicity things because there are those folks that don't have the cooking aptitude, right? Just the basics, and then intertwine other stuff, but nothing really big. I'm just keeping on, just every week plugging at it. Something looks appealing, at least. Hopefully get to that 100,000 mark soon.
Right on. And where are you at right now? Did you hit the 50,000?
I'm 1,000 shy, so I should be getting there soon.
All right. If y'all ain't subscribed to Hussey, make sure you get there. That's
it was bumping up there quick. I was like, oh man, is this going to happen? I mean, I don't know how many subs I grew in 1 month. It was just getting crazy. So
that's freaking awesome.
I was about 1,000 short.
Man, that's awesome. I mean, I'm working to get there someday. I hope I do. I know these cats want to be there too. Let's talk about Mike. What do you got in the future, Bev?
So, if it makes you feel any better, Hussey, Matt, whatever you want me to call you. I remember watching Alton on here from A&B, or I think it was summertime, and he was just about to hit 100,000, and he was like, if you guys remember, he was like an 89 or something like that. Yeah. And he was like, and now 6 months later, he's at almost 300,000. So
yeah, it's amazing how fast you can grow if you get up.
But anyway, when I'm actually right before I jumped on this thing, I just got home from doing some good groceries, and I bought a bunch of stuff to make some Super Bowl food, like easy foods. Just like 4 or 5 different things. I'm not going to tell you now because I haven't made it yet.
See there?
I'm trying to get in the game, you know what I mean? And that's what people are searching for, so I figured let me put that out there. So in the next week or two, that'll be coming up.
Right on.
Hey, CJ.
What up, man?
Do you think Mike has it in his wheelhouse to pull off drunken nachos on the Blackstone?
I think so. He's a man that enjoys his libations and likes his cigars. I think he can do a damn good job at some drunken nachos.
All right, I don't know what drunken nachos are, so you're gonna have to tell me.
We
nachos on the Blackstone when you're drunk.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've already done that. I already have a nacho video. Trust me,
I was over at Josh and Babes, and we had been imbibing a little bit. And we had pulled pork. We had pulled pork during the day for a cook, and we were like, "Dude, we're hungry. Let's see what's up." And we just started throwing all the stuff on his 22-inch Blackstone, and filmed it as we were freaking, happy, red-faced and happy. And Man, those turned out. It could have been that we were drunk, but they were damn tasty nachos for sure.
You know what? Just like Blackstone Betty said, don't overthink it. I mean, that's some of the best stuff I've ever made is at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm just got a hankering for something and just throw it together, and it's like, wow. But the problem is I never remember what I make.
Yeah, they were freaking awesome. All right, Tom, you got a lot going on. You put out a lot of videos. What's just kind of narrowed down your Blackstone cooking? What you got going on that's exciting for us?
Well, I just got done doing a whole bunch of them down in Florida on the 28-inch, and I'm back here in Wisconsin. I've got the tailgater combo that you've seen the mods that I've done to that. I got one more mod, that's the wheels. I'm gonna do this weekend, and then we're gonna season it up, and I can't wait to see that little griddle and do some steaks on there and see how hot I can get that little griddle. Get it all seasoned up, but it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be cool.
All right, man, that's exciting right there. I think if you guys are looking for any kind of mods for any of your grills, to your Blackstones, your lever, whatever, Tom Horsman's channel you need to watch at. All right, so
I really like the way Tom. He's like an infomercial when he talks.
Yeah, Tom's very good, man.
Oh,
I
really?
love listening to Tom. I wish Tom would like narrate my videos.
He could sell me this shirt right off my back. I mean, it's like he's like, let me tell you how this will do it for you, and I'll be like, oh, I love it. I really love
And he's putting it down while he's talking too. So.
Whoopsie daisy, I love it. That's awesome. What?
You got to take a look. See.
Got to take a look. See.
Exactly.
We're going to give you one more look
over here.
You know what? You know what the best part about that look see is?
What's that?
Brian does the same damn thing. His son, Mad Horse, does the same thing. If you're not looking at your screen, you can be fooled by whose channels you're watching because they talk identical.
It's true, man. It's you guys got a lot of like that for sure. Leprechaun, what's something new and adventurous we got looking forward to you?
Birria de Reyes tacos.
All right, sounds good. All right, Bottle Cap Barbecue coming in with the $20 shot, $20.69. Where are you going with that one, Kris? So cheers, guys. Thanks for the super shots.
And you see what he said at the end.
I got love being put out. It's insane. See y'all in Vegas. Kris is in Vegas. Kris is bringing his drum and his kettle, I believe. I'm bringing my 17-inch Blackstone just because it's easy to carry. And Tom, I know you're going to be out in Vegas.
Yep.
Mike, you're in Vegas. I know that. Hussy, you feel like flying out to Vegas. Leave the kids at home with your mama, and we'll party.
Just made my reservations this last week.
And you're staying at Planet Hollywood, right?
Yep. Planet Hollywood, flying in Thursday morning, leaving Sunday morning.
All right. Kent's going to be there Thursday.
Thursday night, leaving Monday.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I'll be out there at noon on Friday. Let's see here. Guys, that's pretty much all I have as far as questions. The chat was awesome today. I thought this was good. You guys give it a thumbs up if you like this format. Blackstone Betty says she's coming to Vegas. All right. April 17th through the 19th. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Most of us are staying at the Luxor. I have a suite booked already, so we could have some adult beverages and hang out and do some live shooting and all that. So it'll be a good time for sure. I hope you guys can make it out. Guys, you have any parting words? Leprechaun, go for it. Start it off.
I love you guys. I'll be your rough around the edges Blackstone guy, and I'll bring you barbecue, and I'll bring you just the things you wouldn't think of putting on your Blackstone.
I love it. That's awesome. Mike.
I love you guys. I'll be your polished Blackstone guy. Hold on, let me button up my top button. Hold on.
Button that top button. There you go.
2020, new year. Looking forward to it. All you guys, wish you nothing but the best, and hope you all have a great year. So,
Right on. Mr. Tom Horsman, you got anything to say on the way out?
Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, and as always, appreciate you watching.
I appreciate it. Matthew Husky, thanks to you for staying up late tonight and hanging out with us down in that chair wine. I appreciate you being here, buddy. You got anything to say on the way out?
No, well, I just appreciate everybody. A lot of people that's in our and Kent and Leprechaun, and a lot of these other folks. We've been together for a while. There's a lot of support. Just keep supporting everybody as much as possible. I know I probably have done a poor job at trying to give out. It's tough sometimes, but support your brothers and sisters. Just love each other. There's always people out there that wants to rain on somebody's parade. So be positive and pat somebody on the back, help somebody out.
Right on, right on.
Have a good new year. Hope everybody grows as much as they want. That's about it.
All right, appreciate it, man. Kent, say goodbye to the people.
All right. Hey, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining tonight. It's been a great little chit-chat to have with you guys. I know 3 of you I'm going to see here in about 3 months, so it should be a good time. And Hussy, keep rocking it out. And Lep, I want to see you make brownies on your Blackstone.
Brownies.
what kind of brownies?
He's a Cleveland Browns fan. Come on. He said all last year all the brownies needed was a baker until the kitchen caught on fire this year.
Baker, let me tell you, they need a candlestick maker too.
But Lep, I want to see brownies on the Blackstone. I really do.
Wow.
All right.
I'm not a dessert kind of guy, but okay.
Well, there's one ingredient I know you have in your house to make it savory.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, sage. I got some sage.
Sage.
Yeah.
I like it.
Is that what you guys call it in Ohio?
I love it. Calling Ohio Sage. All right, guys. Great job, all of you guys. I appreciate you all being here, really from the bottom of my heart. I like this little format. I can't wait to the next one we do. It's I believe it's going to be the first week in February. We'll have another kind of roundtable with experts of YouTube cooking in there. Again, hit that thumbs up if you can. Next week, we're back to our regular format. We have Eric from Camp House Barbecues in the house next week.
Oh, get it.
Yeah, it's definitely be a fun one. There's gonna be some drinking to be had. Uncle Steve Shake, I saw your question about me being in Texas. It's February 4th through the 8th. I will not be there for that cook-off that you had mentioned. I'd love to be there, but that weekend is my son's birthday, so we can't go out that one. So anyway, I thank you guys all for being here. Have a great weekend. Have a great next week. We'll see you next Thursday. Thanks again, fellas, for the chat. And that's it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up.